My question is, when that doesn't happen, when you don't get the approval, when your boss doesn't say those things to you, what is the baseline of your life? When we are people pleasers, we're always looking into other people's eyes to see what they want us to do. And then we do that thing. We're like one trick ponies. We do those things and then we get the approval and then we feel good. It's the ultimate in emotional childhood, right? It's what kids do. It's like they look to their mom to see what to do, right? And then mom says, "Good job." We're like, "Yes." Right? Yeah. So in order to create that with ourselves, we have to be able to look into our own eyes and see what would please us. But we're so unaccustomed to that, right? We're so used to looking outside of ourselves. We're so used to looking at other people that we don't even know how to find our own approval. And I had this, I talk a lot about this, but because it was such a profound moment when I went to the grocery store and was trying to buy flowers for myself. And I just had no idea. I was like, I don't know. My mind was like, well, what would other people like? And what would look good? And what would my mother like? And what would I like? I had no idea. So saying, oh, you did a good job, maybe you may not be feeling that super sense of pride for yourself because you haven't figured out what would get your own approval. I want you to think about, like, what is something that you could accomplish? You wouldn't care what anyone else thought about it. You would be so proud of yourself and so excited for yourself that it wouldn't matter what your boss thought or how well anyone else was doing. You would just be like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so impressed with you that no one else's opinion would matter. When you know the answer to that question, that's when you've looked into your own eyes, right? The other piece of this for you is the approval that you're getting, this external approval that you're getting is giving you a hit of some kind of like dopamine approval emotion that you're kind of addicted to, it seems like. And so you're like, well, how do I get more of that during my day? I don't think that's the right question. I don't think the question is, how do I replace the approval that I'm getting from my boss with someone else? You have to create a life where you don't need approval, where you're not seeking it even from yourself. Like, you can get it from yourself for the big important things that you want by understanding yourself, but it's not an ongoing necessary need to keep creating because your baseline. My question is, when that doesn't happen, when you don't get the approval, when your boss doesn't say those things to you, what is the baseline of your life? That's got to rise up, so you're not constantly looking for those outside. Tell me I'm doing good. Tell me I'm great. Tell me you love my bracelet. Tell me you love my hair. Tell me you did a good job, right? All of that stuff is what you're too attached to. It's kind of like the rest of us who like to overeat Oreos, right? If we stop overeating Oreos, we're left with ourselves, which is very disappointing. If you're not getting approval externally, which is your Oreo, you're left with yourself. And you think the solution is, oh, I'm going to recreate that high internally. And what I'm suggesting is you don't need to recreate that high when you have that solid foundation with yourself. So how do you do it? You stop seeking it and you deal with what's left. Be present with that, because what you're doing is you're feeling that, oh, I'm looking for approval. I'm looking for Oreos. I'm looking for cookies. I'm looking for gold stars, right? Whatever it is you're looking for. And when you don't get it, that is your life. That is what's happening for you. So that's what you need to contend with. But instead, you're then looking for the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. What happens if someone says, I hate your bracelet? That's what, when people come to me and they're like, but how do you replace the fettuccine Alfredo? I'm like, no, you don't replace it. That's the escape, the approval, people pleasing and all that. That's the escape from the real you. When you're stuck with the real you, there's a level of peace and confidence that comes with that, but it also is less of a high. You just have to get used to brain noise. It's fine. You just write it down. Remember, when that comes up, if it's not already on your calendar, you write it down for your next Monday. Listen, when you're doing this work, all of a sudden it's so boring compared to the drama that we love to create. So you're wondering, should I join Scholars? Hi there, it's Brooke Castillo. We teach you about your mental health. We teach you about your thoughts and thinking and cognition. The truth is in our brain. We teach you about your emotions and how much they affect what you do in your life. If you feel like you're just riding the line of normalcy or mediocrity and you want more, Scholars is the solution for that. For those of you who want to join me,
Simply click on the button to enroll, fill out the form. I will give you full access to the website within minutes. I'm thrilled that you are interested in becoming a scholar, and I can't wait to see you in class.